Nobody walks until the manager talks. Hi, Jim Ziegler, the Alpha Dog. In the last 35 years, I have stood in more than 1,000 showrooms in 49 states. I have desk deals. I have performed F&I. I have taken TOs with real customers in real sales situations. I have closed deals. I have appraised cars. I have gone to the auction with the management. I have done virtually every job in the variable operation of a car dealership. And I'm here to tell you, I go in dealerships today, and what do I see? I see managers sitting behind a bank of computer screens with their heads down, not paying attention to their business. Excuse me, if you are not actively desking a deal right now, you need to be on your feet walking around. Managers are like sharks that never stop swimming. You don't sit at your desk and wait for a deal. You are hyper aware. Now, hyper awareness is a theory I came up with 40 years ago. You've got to be aware as a manager of every deal in progress in real time as that deal is happening. You've got to know the behavior of your salespeople. You have to know what stage of the sale they're in. Now, whether you've got closers out there walking around reporting back to the desk or the desk manager themselves is walking around, you need to have total awareness of your business. And as a manager, you need to touch every customer often and early. Don't hide from the people. Don't be the little man or the little woman behind the curtain. Walk out there and, hi folks, you having a good experience? My salesman doing a good job? Glad you're here. They're not hearing that anywhere else. Is my salesperson doing a good job? Are you having a good experience? When I said that's my salesperson, I must be the manager. And I'm not so close to him I'm going to get in a lengthy conversation. No, is my salesperson doing a good job? Are you having a good experience? Glad you're here. And be light. If you don't like him, I'll get you another salesperson. No problem. So first of all, no salesperson has the authority to release a customer until I speak to them. Don't say goodbye to them. Don't wind up and give them a handful of literature and kick them to the curb. No, a manager will talk with every customer before they leave. And you know what most of your TOs sound like? A TO, customer introduction, turnover. You know what most of your TOs sound like? Your salesperson comes up to the desk all flustered. Hey boss, these people are wanting to leave. You want to talk to them before they leave? You want to talk to them before they leave? That's what I call a flying TO, or they catch you in the middle of the sales floor. You want to talk to these people? This is Mr. and Mrs. Jenkins. No. I want that customer preferably sitting down in an office, if at all possible. And I don't want what we call a flying TO. No, you come up to the desk and you let me know what's going on. Now I'm going to give you 3 rules for the greatest TO I ever invented. Would you like to hear it? The greatest TO I ever invented. Remember, nobody walks till the manager talks. Here it comes. Step number 1. Step number 1. No salesperson will tell a customer they're going to go get a manager. Do you realize what that sounds like? Let me go get my manager. The people tense up. He's bringing in the heavy closer, Maud. No, you don't tell them you're going to go get a manager. Mr. Customer, I got a great idea. I'll be right back. Sit tight. That's all my salesperson has to do. Sit tight. I got a great idea. I'll be right back. And they come and see me. I'm going to calm down that salesperson. No problem. I got this. Now, maybe I want to take a TO at this point. Maybe I want to give the salesperson, try this. Go say this to them. I might send them in with a set of instructions, or I might decide to take a TO. Now, if I decide that I'm going to take a TO, rule number 2, never go back with the salesperson. Don't walk up to the customer shoulder to shoulder with a salesperson. Scares the heck out of them when they see you and the salesperson walking toward them. I send the salesperson back. Go sit with them. I'll be right behind you. Don't go back with them. Rule number 1, never tell a customer you're going to go get a manager. Rule number 2, never go back with the salesperson. So the salesperson goes back and sits with the customer. And I stick my head around the corner. Excuse me, sir, are you Mr. Jenkins? Mr. Jenkins, I'm Jim Ziegler. I'm general sales manager here at the dealership, and I couldn't help but overhear that you had some questions for my salesperson. Would you mind if I just sat down and finished the deal? Listen to that word track. Mr. Customer, it appears that we're starting to go back and forth using my salesperson as a messenger. I don't want to do that, do you? Would you mind if I just sat down and finished the deal? If they say yes, you can finish the deal, they bought a car. Think about it. Mr. Customer, it appears that we're starting to go back and forth, my salesperson running between you and me and carrying messages from you to me. Would you mind if I just sat down and didn't do this back and forth? Would you mind if I just sat down and finished the deal? Person to person, one-on-one. Would you mind if I did that? No, I'd appreciate that. No problem. Now, during the TO, when I sit down with that customer, personally, I want my salesperson to leave. I want my salesperson to go around the corner out of sight. Don't go catch another customer, but still, they're not going to say yes to me if the salesperson they've been saying no to is still standing there. I want my salesperson to leave. This is not a training session. I want my salesperson to leave. I don't want him to say goodbye. I just want him to moonwalk out of there. Mr. Customer, would you mind if I just sat down and finished the deal? That is the greatest word track you could ever use in a TO. Mr. Customer, it appears that this deal is starting to go back and forth using my salesperson as a messenger. I don't want to do that, do you? Would you mind if I just sat down and finished the deal? That is the strongest word track in the world. Just another tip from the Alpha Dog.